The first dawn light crept over the bell tower, casting a warm glow over the stone walls. Cael Embergrove stood at the edge of the tower, his eyes closed, feeling the gentle breeze carry the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The air was crisp, with a hint of dew, and the silence was almost palpable. As he breathed in, the stillness was broken by the soft creaking of the bell's rope, a sound that seemed to echo the rhythm of his own heartbeat. The bell tower, his domain, stood tall and proud, its presence a comforting familiarity. Cael's hands, worn from years of ringing the bells, rested on the stone ledge, his fingers tracing the intricate carvings that adorned the wall. In this moment, all seemed right with the world. The sun's rays danced across the stone floor, casting a warm glow over the dusty surface. A faint smell of old wood and metal wafted through the air, mingling with the scent of flowers. As Cael opened his eyes, the light of the dawn illuminated the tower, revealing the subtle details of the stonework. The sound of birds chirping in the distance added to the serene atmosphere, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze created a soothing background noise. But as he turned to begin his day, his gaze fell upon a book, waiting for him in the tower's center, its cover bearing his name in fresh ink. The book seemed to be waiting for him, its presence both intriguing and unsettling. Cael's curiosity was piqued, and he felt an inexplicable pull towards the book, as if it held secrets and stories that only he could uncover. Cael's curiosity was piqued as he approached the book, his name on the cover seeming to draw him in. He opened the book, and the words within began to whisper a tale that echoed the rhythm of his own work. The bell's chime, the swing of the rope, the beat of his heart all seemed to harmonize with the words on the page. As he read, the world around him grew quieter, the only sound the soft rustling of the pages. The words spoke of a world where time itself was a rhythm, and Cael felt an eerie sense of belonging. The book seemed to be calling to him, drawing him deeper into its world. He read on, entranced, the words weaving a spell that bound him to the tower, to the bell, and to the mysterious book. The shadows in the tower seemed to grow longer, as if they too were listening to the tale. The air was thick with anticipation, and Cael's heart beat in time with the words. As he turned the pages, the silence was punctuated by the occasional creak of the old wooden beams, a reminder that the tower was alive and watching. The scent of old parchment and ink filled the air, mingling with the smell of stone and metal, creating a heady and intoxicating atmosphere. Cael's fingers tracing the edges of the pages, feeling the texture of the paper and the weight of the book in his hands, added to the sense of tactile connection to the story unfolding before him. The nights passed, each one a repetition of the last, Cael reading, the bell tolling, the world outside growing darker. And then the silence was broken. A tool moved in the bell tower, its metal clanging against the stone, the sound echoing through the stillness. Cael's heart quickened as he felt a presence around him, the air growing cold. He tried to focus on the book, but the words blurred on the page. The bell tower seemed to be shifting, its stones rearranging themselves, the rhythm of the bell changing. Cael's sense of unease grew, his breath coming in short gasps. The book's words rearranged themselves on the page, speaking of a world where the very fabric of reality was unraveling. The tower's secret was revealing itself, and Cael was at its center. The shadows seemed to coalesce into dark, twisted forms, their presence making the air thick with malevolence. Cael's skin crawled as he felt the weight of the tower's gaze upon him. The The bell's tolling seemed to grow louder, more insistent, as if it too were trying to warn him of the danger that lurked within. The world outside seemed to be fading away, leaving only the tower, the book, and Cael, trapped in a desperate dance of discovery and horror. As the darkness deepened, Cael's heart beat faster, his senses on high alert, waiting for the next revelation, the next shock. The sound of his own breathing was the only constant, a reminder that he was still alive, still connected to the world outside the tower. But even that was beginning to feel tenuous, as if the tower was slowly draining the life from him, leaving him a hollow shell of his former self. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and Cael's heart was heavy with the knowledge of his own fate. The tower's stones seemed to be pressing in on him, the weight of their gaze crushing him, making it hard to breathe, hard to think. And yet, he couldn't look away, couldn't stop reading, couldn't stop uncovering the secrets that the tower held. The bell tower performed its own work, the rhythm matching the rhythm of the book. Cael's hands, once the master of the bell, now hung still, the rope slipping from his grasp. The silence was oppressive, the only sound the soft creaking of the bell's rope. The world outside was frozen, the trees motionless, the flowers unblooming. Cael's eyes, once bright with purpose, now dimmed, his spirit crushed by the weight of the tower's secret. The book's last page was blank, warm to the touch, Cael's name fading from the cover. The bell's silence was a death knell, tolling the end of Cael's life as he knew it. The tower seemed to be mourning, its stones weeping a fine dusty mist that shrouded the floor. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and Cael's heart was heavy with the knowledge of his own fate. As the silence deepened, Cael's body began to relax, his muscles releasing their tension, his breath slowing. The rope, still clutched in his hand, seemed to be the only thing holding him to the world. And then, even that was gone, the rope slipping from his grasp, leaving Cael to fall into the darkness, the bell's silence his only companion. When Thornwood approached the silent bell tower, his footsteps echoing through the stillness. He pushed open the creaking door, his eyes adjusting to the dim light within. The book, once careless, now lay open on the workbench, its pages whispering a tale that only wind could hear. He reached out a hand, his fingers tracing the intricate carvings on the wall, and began to read. The words seemed to draw him in, their rhythm weaving a spell that bound him to the tower, to the bell, and to the mysterious book. Wynn's heart beat in time with the words, and he felt a sense of wonder, of trepidation, as he realized that he was now a part of the tower's secret, a part of the cycle that would continue.